I know this video is a little late and they've already announced this a long time ago, but I wanted to get into it right now because I was dealing with some other stuff. But right now, Warhammer 3 Total War is being pushed back to, I believe, next year. I think February 2022 or January. My thoughts on it? Well, we'll get into it right now. Hi, my name is JK. This is my channel. Before we get started today, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment down below of what other Warhammer 3 videos I can do for you guys. I'm gonna go back into a little bit more into RTS stuff. Also, I do stream on twitch.tv. We do a lot of chill stuff there. If you guys want to hang out, play some random games other than RTS, basically. I will be doing a little bit of a resin art and a little bit of a 3D print painting there, so you guys can come over there right now. Make sure you guys follow twitch.tv/JK Strategist there. Stream Thursdays and Saturdays. I believe Thursdays will be like 3 p.m. and Saturdays will be around I believe 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, both Pacific Standard Times, I believe. If you guys want more updates and more time schedules when I stream, make sure you guys head to the Discord. I'll leave a link down below, you guys. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So I've seen the recent posts and announcements for Warhammer 3 Total War is that they're going to be pushing it back to, I believe, 2022, basically. Instead of, I believe, November 2021, which was supposed to be originally released, they pushed it back to next year. And am I disappointed? A little bit, because I did want to play the game instead of playing the other sinful games out there. We don't need to talk about it. Please don't go to my Twitch channel. But in any case, so am I like frustrated or mad or just kind of like gonna like refund the game? No, probably not, because I want to try out the game first of what I paid for, basically, before I give it, you know, I'll review it if you guys would go for it, if you guys are beginning like RTS players. So we'll have to see, but honestly, like, we could probably go for it. But the reason why I'm not really disappointed is because of the fact that like it's a good idea to be able to like see like what fixes or what kind of like messes they have to do or they have to fix before they release a game. There are a lot of games out there that don't really change the crap, you know, out of themselves. They don't really fix anything and they just release the game like it's new. You know, just look at Apple's and their iPhones. Yeah, but in any cases, so like games like Rome 2 Total War, when that came out, was the glitchiest, most worst game ever. I don't know why it's still $60. Oh, I mean, it's good right now, but beforehand, so many crashes, so many glitches, errors were happening all around. AI was terrible, and it was not worth playing, honestly. And you can have another example with Madden as well, with their new games that are coming out. You know, they don't really change anything. I'll leave a link below of what I mean with like Angry Joe's rant about like his constant like rants about like the Madden franchise with 20, 21, 22 now, basically. Like what the kind of trend that I see with Madden is that they don't really change anything. They don't change the AI, they don't fix it, they don't improve anything. They say they do, but I don't really see it. There's no change at all when it comes to like Madden's games. But they add more microtransactions. That's pretty fun, right? But these are kind of the reasons why I think, you know, the game Warhammer 3 Total War being pushed back to 2022 is a good idea. Games are not made in one day, honestly. Like, if anyone thinks that games are easy to make, easy to develop, easy to design, then
2,000 years later.
It does take a long time with these games to be able to be developed and to be good at the same time, with no errors, fixes to be seen, basically. You know, like those kind of things, like, you know, make the game good because people have brought in the work and the energy to it. So they're dedicated to like making the customer happy, making us players that do buy the game that's like $60 like happy, and it's like us saying, oh, this is worth like my full price of it. You know, that's the end game. Is it worth it? You know, with, you know, do we see any errors? Do we see any like improvements, changes, like something like different than the last game that we've seen, you know? And one of my wish lists for like Warhammer 3 Total War was something different, basically. I think it was one of my other wish list videos, I believe, with Warhammer 3 Total War. I think it was, I believe, and I wanted to see like some changes happening from then, you know. And if that happens, then it's a game worth going for. If not, then it's gonna be like a DLC, because it's like the same game but just with a couple of different games, so it's not really worth that time. Basically, with the developments of games, these games take a long time. You know, just look at the example in which like Red Dead Redemption, you know, like after the first Red Dead Redemption, it took about 10 or 11 years or 12, I don't remember, but it took a long time for them to make the second one. And was it worth the wait? Yeah, it was worth the wait, honestly, because of the fact that it was good. It had few errors, few glitches. I don't even know, I don't think I've seen any glitches before in my PS4 games with Red Dead Redemption 2, so that's good. Good storytelling, good character development, you know, a really good, just this excellent story campaign in general. Honestly, I shouldn't really call it campaign because it's not RTS, just like just story basically. But I don't know, that's all worth it at the end to like buy, you know, full price for Red Dead Redemption 2 if you do want a good story and you want to go for a western, you know, something like that is something that's really good. You guys have different like kind of comments and responses to this date being pushed back basically. You know, that's fine, honestly. Like, you guys want to play the game a little bit sooner, that's okay, honestly. Like, you know, I wanted to play the game sooner, but that's just my opinion that, you know, I could probably wait a little bit longer. Some people are impatient, you know, but that's okay because, you know, you paid full price, and then when you realize that the game's gonna be coming out, what, like next year, and you really want to play another game that's RTS and nothing else, then yeah, that makes sense, honestly. Like, I kind of understand that too, basically. And there's like a con when it comes to releasing the day a bit like later. It's not like they want to keep on improving the game. Maybe CA is trying to delay it so that people can assume that, okay, if the game is being delayed, then it means they're trying to fix something. If they're trying to fix something, then they can do it. If they can do it, then the game will be better, you know, next year. But you know, that probably won't be the case, you know, because they probably would just delay it and not do anything about it. Take a look at an example with Cyberpunk 2077. That game was delayed for a while now, basically. And now, once we have the game, it's yeah, it's dead. Because of the fact they delayed it without doing any initiative work on it, or fixes or improvements on it. With those delays, they should have taken that initiative to be able to make the game a bit better, because of the fact they'll have a little bit more time to do so. But I guess they did. I don't know the full story of why Cyberpunk is so bad, despite of all the delays that they had. I don't know, but you know, it is what it is now. It is in the past. We don't play it, right? Never ever gonna buy it. So, and that's what the pros and cons with both sides of like releasing early or releasing it later. Like, one with releasing it earlier, you know, the game might not be finished, and then releasing it later is just like another way of saying that, oh yeah, we're just gonna delay it for you, but we won't do anything about it. I just don't want this game to be like Rome 2 Total War's release, a disaster. There's so many glitches, so many bugs. I wasn't there when it was released. I kind of bought it like 2 years later, I believe, and you know, on my like crappy ass laptop, like it turned out to not be so bad, but like there was a lot of changes that needed to be done back then, basically. And now the game's pretty good, so if you guys want, you guys can buy it. Only on sale though, because $60 for a 2014 game does not seem very doesn't make sense. And I know that a lot of some people that want to have it like played right now, you know, like, you know, they demand it, and it's fine. That's something that, like, you know, I can't really change, honestly. Like, you guys want to play it, I want to play it. I really want to see like the units that are in, basically, you know, all that kind of stuff. But you know, within that time, what's done is done. CA's made the decision of pushing the date back to, you know, 2022. You know, that's not my thing to like judge, but you know, it's just my opinion to say like, okay, this might be good, this might be bad, but I can't really change things, you know. I can only say, I can only just react to it. That's all I can do. And for the rest of you guys, or unless you guys are part of the development for Warhammer 3. If so, like, within that time, if you guys are developers and watching this, then, you know, just make the game better, you know. Take this time, take these months, I think 5 or 6 months or 7 months until the game is released, like, to be able to make the game better, at least, you know, like, you guys have the time to do so. So take this time wisely, go for it, and I'll be waiting to play it next year. And what's your guys' opinions about Warhammer 3 Total War's release date pushed back to 2022. You guys can put it down in the comments below and I'll answer it as soon as possible, basically. And if you guys enjoy kind of like RTS content and a little bit of resin content with Star Wars, because I'm gonna be planning to do more resin Star Wars stuff, basically. Here, I'll just show you what I've been doing. It's not the best because I made a big mistake with putting it in the sun. Yeah, and this is the Corvette that I used with my other last video with I painted my Hammer Corvette with the New Monarchy colors from Destiny. So yeah, word of advice, don't put yourself in the sun. Chemical reaction right there, basically. But it turned out pretty cool though, which I'm very proud of, honestly, because the other resin projects that I've done were not so good. So if you guys like to see more of that, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video if you guys like. Also, I'll be streaming Thursdays and Saturdays, you guys. Schedules will be on Discord, or Discord down in the description. And thank you for watching this video, guys. I'll see you next time. We'll see how Warhammer 3D Total War comes out next year. For the Republic, I'll see you later. You guys have a good day.